Hey, this is Danielle Pierce, the creator of Women Wealth in Real Estate. I help people create six-figure income streams in real estate outside of sales. Our focus is exclusively on repairing and maintaining foreclosed properties, also known as property preservation. And the other specialty is, of course, tax lien investing. During this very short video today, I want to highlight a couple of my recent clients and testimonials and the successes that they've had within the first couple of weeks getting their contracts. So bear with me. I'm actually going to do a screen share. Let's hope all goes well and I don't have any technical issues. Okay, looks like that worked. So I'm going to highlight a couple of my clients. One is Melissa, and I've actually posted about her in my Facebook group. You guys be sure to join the group if you haven't already. The group name is Women Wealth and Real Estate with Danielle Pierce. There's about a little over 5,000 people in the group, but it's a great place to gain more general information about property preservation and tax lien investing. You don't learn everything here, but you will get enough to either pique your interest to learn more, or you can decide if it's not the correct fields for you. So the client I want to talk about first, her name is Melissa, and I'm going to start here. This is a post I made a couple months ago, June 30th, but I screenshot it from my email address, and I want to show you how the correspondence went. So Melissa says, "Hey, I learned about you recently via Dr. Boyce Watkins on YouTube. A friend of mine recommended your videos, and she said she wanted to thank you for the information, and she wants to set up a 10-minute call, blah, 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 blah." Look at the date, April the 23rd. Let's move on. April 25th, she says, "Okay, I joined the course. So far, so good. I do have a question regarding my business structure, blah, blah, blah." Again, look at the dates, April the 25th. Moving on here to June 5th, she says, "They said that they didn't have a need at this time," referring to the property preservation companies. "I'll start my follow-up campaign next week with the other companies that I applied for weeks ago." So basically what happened here is what happens to pretty much not all of my clients, but a lot of them. They get to a point they start applying and they don't get instant feedback. Like they don't get their contract instantly. So some of them get frustrated. Some of them give up. Some of them move on into the next latest and greatest endeavor or whatever comes across their timeline. I'm not for sure. But my advice has always been and will always be to, one, follow the blueprint because it works, and two, remain consistent. So what happens with these companies is that they'll go from not needing vendors to literally, "Okay, let's bring you on board within a week." I've had this happen multiple times. So I just stress the same thing to Melissa as I do to literally everyone else that I work with. And those who follow it are successful. Those who do not, they tend to, they're not as successful. All right. So she says, again, she's moving along in the process, but basically she's not getting any feedback. This is again from June 5th. So she started around April 25th or so. June 5th, she's actually at the point of actually applying. She's not getting any traction. All right, moving on. So June 4th, she says companies again are not getting back to her. They don't have a need in the particular areas. "I wonder if I should choose a different area. I'm impatient," and I get this a lot. People are like, "Oh, I'm just so ready to get started." And it's really ironic in the sense that most people I work with do have 9-to-5 jobs, or they've had 9-to-5 positions. So they've been on their jobs for some people years. So you've been on your job for 5 years, 10 years, 3 years, and yet when you try this, set up your property preservation company, you're impatient after 60 days or 90 days. And I think that's exactly what I told her. I was like, it's only been like 60 days. You're kind of rushing a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I tell everybody the exact same thing because I know what works and what doesn't work. So again, here she's basically telling me that, I'm getting impatient. This is taking longer than I thought. I guess some people think it's going to be a 30-day process. All right, well, let's keep going because it gets better. All right, June 29th, I got a contract. All right, so again, June 4th, there's no need in the areas. And then literally 25 days later, which is roughly a little over 3 weeks, okay, I got my first contract. That's June 29th. Now, let me go back and show you the latest update. I posted about this actually last night. So, all right, Melissa says, hold on a second. Long story short, Melissa got her first work order. I posted this last night. So this was July the 8th. So 29th, she got her first contract. Basically about 8-9 days later, she gets her first work order. And she gets an eviction as her first work order, which is good news because of the dollar amount, but not so good news because of the the level of complexity and just how many moving parts there are with an eviction. I prefer that evictions are, dealt to more people with a little bit more experience. But hey, this eviction was in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, and she was assigned to it. So hopefully she'll be able to rise to the challenge. The eviction is good for $3,740 before a discount. That's a great work order, especially on your first time out the gate. So she's excited about it. So there is that. So again, she went from April to just finding out about me, to signing up for the course, to applying for setting up her business, doing the background checks, applying for contracts, not getting any feedback right away, to getting a contract a few weeks later, and now to her first work order for $3,700. That is what I call a win. I also want to show you another client of mine. His name is Jonathan Bunch. He's also in the Facebook group as well. Let me find his name because he's been posting a lot recently. Let's see what Jonathan Bunch is up to. And again, these are just people from the last week or so. There's plenty more that I'm going to testimonies I'm going to show you in just a second. But yeah, let's see. This is a post that I also made in my Facebook group. And basically this is from Jonathan Bunch. And he basically emailed me and he says, I got my interview today. I had my interview today, June 25th, and literally received my first work order 1 hour later. So again, this is the winning team. So if you want to shortcut your process and learn how to do this faster, then I'm someone that you definitely want to work with. All right. So he got his first work order 1 hour later. And then he says, LOL, and they're still coming in fast and furious. 3 more today. I had to turn some of them down. Everything in the guide, basically in the course, was for the interview was right on point, line by line, which it is. I designed it that way because I've been through the process. I work with not all the companies, but a couple of them. So I know exactly what they're looking for. So there is that. And then Jonathan had another post today. He was basically letting everyone know that he has a cleanup that's worth $3,400. BATF is bid after the fact. So he posted this 5 hours ago. Again, today is July the 9th. So question to you guys is, which do you think is a better option? Of course, I do have an online program. It's very, very highly rated. I have plenty of reviews. I'm actually going to show you some more reviews in just a second. But I know that some of you are under the impression that you are going to save money by doing it yourself, figuring out yourself and watching YouTube videos and joining Facebook groups and getting free information. And that will work for some people, a pretty small percentage, but it will work for some people. But I caution you, I urge you to think about it this way. You're not really saving money. What you are, in fact, doing is losing money, because during the 6 months or 3 months or 9 months or 12 months that you spend researching, you're actually missing out on all the revenue you could have accumulated during that same time frame. So, because I believe that documentation beats conversation, as always, I'm going to go back to my online course platform, Women, Wealth, and Real Estate. You guys can Google it to get to this website. But this is like my dashboard. So I'm sharing this with you all as well. These are the reviews. And I'm sharing this with you because the reviews can be, I have to approve them in order for them to be posted. So it's possible that I could just only approve all the good ones and not approve the bad ones, so that people will feel like, they should join the program, and then, all the bad reviews won't get published. But I want to show you behind the scenes what it actually looks like. So these are all the courses that I've done over the past couple of years. This is an active course, tax lien investing, only 11 reviews, which I don't know why that's so low, but the reviews, the rating is 4.8 out of 5. I'm going to scroll down to this preservation, repair bank-owned homes for profit, and there are 52 reviews at a 4.9 rating. So every single review has been 5 stars with the exception of one. And I'm going to show you that one review, and I'm going to tell you why that review is the way that it is. So again, these are all reviews. Yolanda, class is excellent and informative. This one I really like. It says, I've taken many courses over the last 20 years in the industry, and I can say with all honesty that this is one of the best. All the information that one will need is contained within this course to start and succeed in the preservation business, yada, yada, yada. Let me go back. All-inclusive course, great course, amazing course, great course, amazing course. Information is easy to understand. This could not have been more self-explanatory. That's my goal, is to make it very self-explanatory. I've been looking for a real list of companies. Complete instructions were given. I like the fact that the text was not boring. The title was very understandable, very detailed and concise. Again, you'll see the word detailed. Phenomenal, well-designed with detailed explanatory explanations. Very informative, game changer, blah, 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 blah. All right, so there's, again, 52 of these at this point. Let me show you the one bad review that I got. Let me see if I can pull it up, because it was some BS, y'all. Hold on one second. I should go ahead and publish it, but I'm worried that it's still there. Hold on. Let me see. Where did that review go? It's from a lady. I'll be able to see just a second. Oh, here it is. Course content is not complete, inadequate. Let's see what this has to say. She says, I've listened to 12 of the modules and have not been able to open the PDF. The error is that I must have a PDF server. That is on my computer. Is it possible to open the PDF files outside of the module listed in the course setup? I signed up to this course on Friday, December 28, 2018. I have not been able to get through because of the errors. What step is needed to listen to the module when something is missed? Please email me, blah, 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 blah. So you guys should know. December the 28th, I want to say that was a Friday, late Friday. I responded to her email Saturday, responded to another email that she sent Sunday, called her on Monday, called her multiple times afterwards because she wouldn't, pick up the phone right away. So I finally talked to her, and you know what she told me? She said, oh, it was an error with my computer. I said, okay, fair enough. I figured that because everyone else can open up the PDF, so no issue, but okay. Then I said, can you update your review to reflect that? Well, between December 28th and July of 2019, this woman still has not found time to update her review. She has, however, emailed me to let me know that she wants to have her daughter do the course with her, and that it's amazing and it's very well thought out, and she's very happy that she paid for it. So all these things I have via email and via inbox, but she has not updated this one review yet. So there you have it. So of all the reviews that I have, they are all 5 stars with the exception of this one, again, due to an error on the client's computer with not being able to open up a PDF document. So there you have it. I wanted to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes so that you could know that what you see people posting about on social media, in the Facebook group, and on my YouTube channel, etc., is completely legitimate. And that if you are on the fence, you should get off the fence because I can shortcut your process for you. I think that's all I want to talk to you about today. So if you're not in the Facebook group, join the group. Again, the name of the group is Women, Wealth, and Real Estate. It will give you some information, obviously not all. I'd encourage you to register for the online course and take advantage of the 50% discount that's available right now. And there you have it. So be sure to like, subscribe, share the video when you get a chance, and let me know what questions you have down below. I'll see you next time. Bye.